Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a decent week so far. Recording this video, it's relatively early in the morning, considering I've always been kind of a night owl. So this is currently being recorded at 2:45 a.m. Like I said, I've always been kind of a night owl ever since I was a kid, but I wanted to talk a little serious about a little kind of little more about why I kind of do my videos the way I do, because apparently some people aren't too crazy about the way I do things, and I kind of want to go into why I do them this way. But before I get into it, if you're new to the channel, obviously welcome. If you love hockey, as much as I do, well, no matter what kind of hockey it is, whether it's the games, whether it's the soap opera drama like we're seeing with the Arizona Coyotes, jerseys, jersey unboxings, just hockey in general. If you love that kind of stuff like I do, it would be awesome and would be greatly appreciated if you would hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to be notified anytime future videos are uploaded, go ahead and click the little bell, and you'd be notified anytime something new comes up. So I've gotten this before, and it's been a while since I've gotten these comments again. The whole fact that you're ripping off Shannon, the hockey guy. I freaking love watching Shannon. I love his channel. Love his channel. Now, have I used some of the stuff that he's using as kind of inspiration for mine? Yeah, kind of. But, I've watched the videos where he says, why he uses the whiteboard. And it's the same reason I do. Because, number one, I've got ADHD. So there's stuff that, I can get, it's very easy to forget stuff. And there's some times where I start rambling. And, I loved how Shannon, does it with the whiteboard, because he's able to keep his stuff straight. The points that he wants to make, he's able to keep it straight. By putting it on the whiteboard, he's able to keep it straight. Me too. It's easier for me so I can stay on the points that I'm trying to convey, and so I just don't go off, or I do the whiteboard like he does, because as he said in some of his earlier videos before he started doing that, he'd start going on something, and then he'd remember, oh crap, I forgot this, or I forgot this. I did that in my earlier videos. And you get done with the video and you're like, oh crap. I was gonna talk about this and I totally forgot it. And I'm the first one to say, yeah, I've used his channel as inspiration. But I've also had people who like the idea. They like the whiteboards. They like the fact that they can see what I'm talking about visually too. If I'm talking about, team standings or comparisons or stuff like that, they can see what I'm talking about. And they like seeing that. And it's easier for them to follow. And most of my subscribers have all said the same thing. They would love to see me. I mean, they all watch Shannon too. And they subscribe to his channel. They like his channel. Does Shannon even know my channel exists? Probably not. But we all know his channel. We love his channel. I love his channel. I've been a subscriber to his channel for years, and I love the way that he does his setup with the whiteboard and everything. He's able to keep his stuff straight. He's able to keep it in his mind where he wants to go, and he's not going to forget the topics that he's talking about. I'm that same way, because I I have a tendency to just forget stuff. So using the whiteboard, it's easier. I had some people that had gone and said, just write it down on a sheet of paper. Yeah, I did that at first. But people were curious, but, I'd show people then, here's what I'm talking about. And they're like, well, we can't really see what you're talking about. And the idea then for the whiteboard, that's kind of where the idea came up. Well, maybe I should do that. Because it's a good way to keep track of stuff. And, I'm not out there to copy everything Shannon does. I've had many people who have, answered some of these comments that say, you're just ripping off Shannon. And people are like, so Shannon's the only one that can use whiteboards and magnets? He's the only one that can use it? He's a different guy. He uses some of his stuff. He's inspired by the stuff that he does, but it's a different opinion. A lot of the stuff that, Shannon talks about, I agree with. There's some stuff, that I don't agree with. It happens. It's differing opinions. He'd have an opinion on one thing. I'll have a different opinion on potentially that same thing. It's a different opinion, and people like differing opinions. And, I'm one who wants to give my subscribers, the kind of content they want. I've had many of them go and say, I love the setup. The whiteboard's nice because it's easy to follow. It's easy to know where you're talking about, where you're at, what you're talking about. And a lot of them have said, they're like, we love Shannon's power rankings. I'd love to see what kind of power rankings you could come up with. And I like the idea. I like that idea. Now, do I want to get? I would love to be able to find my entire set of standing board magnets that I had back when I had magnetic standing boards back when I was like, God, when did I have this one board that I got down here? I've had this since it was the 6th division setup. So, and I wish I could find, moving and all that stuff. I totally have no clue where the heck the rest of those magnets went. I've got Whalers. I think I got Nordiques. I got some good ones. And of course, because I used to, when teams would change logos, I'd spend $10. I'd get a hold of the outfit that made them, and I'd pay $10 and they would send me a new set. Well, they've been out of business for a long time, so I can't really get those anymore. And they don't make those boards anymore. They don't make those kind of standing boards anymore. Which, let me show, just for the, they don't make these anymore. But here's the board that I'm talking about. Now, of course, I've got a whole bunch of different Stanley Cup stickers and all that. But they don't make these anymore. And you can see if these will come off. But magnets like that. And like I said, they don't make these anymore. They got the Western, the Eastern, stuff like that. They got little ones, which are kind of stuck to the board at the moment. But magnets like these, I've got a ton somewhere of these. I don't know where for the life of me. But, this is kind of how far back it goes. I got the Whalers here. And this just happens because the last time I used this was 2006 when Carolina won the Stanley Cup. That's the last time I really used this. And this was an awesome board. They don't make these anymore. And it's too bad because I wish I could find another similar one with magnets and all. But again, like I said, they don't make them anymore and they haven't made them for a long time. But I love the idea of those. I love the idea of the magnets because they don't take up as much space as, trying to write the teams out on the board, and I end up using a whole board like the video I did earlier in, comparing some of the teams that moved to the Arizona Coyotes. Instead of I had to write down all the names, and it took up a good chunk of the board, instead of just having, magnets of a decent size and being able to put them up there and then writing stuff out. But I'm one, honestly, if somebody were watching my channel and they wanted to start a hockey YouTube channel, and they looked at my setup, and they looked at, okay, he's using a whiteboard, he's using magnets, this, that, and the other. And like I said, I'm the first one to go and say, like I said, I love Shannon. I take his channel as inspiration for mine, and kind of how his is set up, because the way his is set up is awesome. And like I said, it's an easy way to keep track of where you're at and where I'm at. If somebody was watching my channel and wanted to start their own hockey YouTube channel and wanted to do the same thing, use my channel as inspiration for their channel, I would be the first one to say, absolutely, go ahead. I would take it. I would be flattered, honestly. Somebody looked at my channel and said, I'm patterning my YouTube channel off of your setup. I'm the first one to be like, that's awesome. That would be, to me, that would be an incredible feeling. But there's some people, they just don't, and few people have said this is how you know that you're making it. When you get people like that who get in the comments and go and say, you're ripping this guy off, you're ripping that guy off, you're doing all, oh, it's the Wish version of the hockey guy. Where a lot of times if they don't like the way that I'm doing my stuff, they don't have to watch. Go watch something else. You can go watch something else. But the fact that they are getting on and, they're commenting and doing that, I mean, and they've been told by other people in the comment section, you don't like his videos, don't watch. The weird thing is they go and they say this stuff, but yet they watch my videos. They seem to enjoy watching my videos because they comment on it. So, I don't know. To me, I enjoy doing it the way I do, and yes, like I said, I'm the first one that has taken Shannon's channel and used it as inspiration for mine. Because he does it so well. And the way he does it is really good. And yes, I do plan on sometime in the off season trying to get magnets made. I want to get magnets for everything. Every team. I want to get magnets for all the teams, including the throwback teams. I want the Nordiques. I want the North Stars. I want the Jets. I want the Whalers. Maybe even the Oakland Seals, the Atlanta Flames, whatever team I can find, whatever potential team logo that I can find to get magnets made up of, I want to do that because it's cool, and it makes for good. It makes for good stuff to know exactly what you're talking about. So, again, though, you can't make everybody happy, obviously. And like I said, I'm the first one. I've taken Shannon's channel and used his channel as inspiration for mine. I mean, who hasn't? Who wouldn't? Because I wanted to go a little more in depth, instead of just doing jersey unboxings, I wanted to go more in depth with my channel. And, I like doing that. I mean, there's times I'll be riding around in the car. I'll be out working in the car, and I'll be listening to something or whatever that's hockey related, and all of a sudden the topic comes up, and all of a sudden it's running through my head where I'm like, God, this or this is going on, and I'm like, of course I'd have to be in the car, because it's like, I'd love to do a video of this, talking about this, but of course I'd be in the car and I wouldn't come home. I wouldn't be home for another 2 or 3 hours, and then all of a sudden I forget it. Drives me nuts when that happens, but it's easy. It's kind of easy to do, and with me loving hockey like I do, I mean, I've been a hockey fan since I was, since basically I could walk. So it's fun. It's fun doing this. But it is interesting that there's still some people out there, it's the Wish version of the hockey guy, or well, you're just copying the hockey guy. Oh, it's so sad you're copying the hockey guy. It is kind of nice, to see where of course I'm just like, well, you don't have to watch. You don't like it, you don't have to watch. But it's interesting, they do watch. And that's the interesting thing, because they comment. So, you want to keep commenting? Keep watching. Just make sure, keep watching. I want you to keep watching. But it's also good to know, though, that a lot of my subscribers are ones who will come back and say, you can have more than one person doing something a certain way. Like, YouTube is a big platform. I guarantee you there are a lot of channels that do a lot of the same stuff. Same setup, same everything. And like I said, if somebody wanted to use my channel as inspiration for a channel and use whiteboards, magnets, all that stuff, I'm the first one that would be absolutely go ahead and go for it. Like I said, I would feel flattered. I'd feel flattered that somebody took inspiration from my channel and put it into theirs. I'd love it. I think it'd be awesome. Again, that's just me, but I'm going to do it. I enjoy doing it this way. Like I said, my ADHD, a lot of times, it gets going, and, that's why I like the whiteboard, so I can keep track of what I'm trying to talk about. And I don't just go off into left or right field about something, where I'm talking about something, and then all of a sudden, and another thing, and totally off topic. Using the whiteboard, it's an easy way to keep me on task, to keep me on the topic that I'm talking about. And it's easy. It's an easy way to do it. It's easy for me to kind of keep track of everything. And it's also an easy way, where I'm not, going through, and doing, 30, 40 minute videos. I can cut it down to like 15, because some people don't like watching those long form type videos. I mean, like this video right now is almost 19 minutes, but I thought it would be important to say, here's why I do my channel the way that I'm doing. Am I using Shannon's channel as inspiration? Of course, absolutely. I mean, am I trying to copy him, move by move? No, that's not what I'm wanting to do at all. But I love, to go more in depth with the topics that I'm doing. That's a great way to do it. It's a great way to do it. And like I said, it keeps me on task, keeps me focused on what I'm trying to talk about. And the idea of power rankings is fun. I love watching Shannon's power rankings. He always records his power rankings on a Saturday night. But most of the time, I never get a chance. I never actually watch them until I go to work Sunday night. Then I'll watch them, because then I'll be I'll be out driving around for work or whatever, and I'll have his power rankings playing, and then I can see where he put teams. Me, when I start doing them, I want to make sure that I'm not watching his, because we're probably, some of the spots that his teams might be the same spots I have the teams at. But there's probably going to be some that are going to be different. He'll probably he could have one team in this spot, and I'll have that team 2 or 3 spots higher or lower. And give the reasons why. And I think it'd be fun. It'll be fun to do, and it's what the subscribers want. It's what it's what a lot of the subscribers have asked me to do. That's what they would love to see. They love Shannon's power rankings, but they love to see what somebody else comes up with. They like to see different things, different opinions, different different power rankings, different just different things, regardless of how the channel is set up or what the person uses. So for the people who keep commenting that I'm just a Shannon ripoff, well, you're gonna think that regardless. But be sure, keep watching. You want to make those comments. Just make sure you keep watching. Keep watching them videos. So let me know what you guys think. And I know there's a number of people that think oh, I'm just a Shannon ripoff. Well, some people are gonna think what they think. But what do you guys think? Like I said, I like the way that I do my setup. I like the fact that that I can use the whiteboard to keep my thoughts straight on the topic that I'm talking about. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I enjoy and I'm very grateful for each and every one of you, and everybody who watches, everybody who comments, even the people who comment that I'm a Shannon ripoff. Hey, I'm glad you're tuning in. I'm glad I am doing something right that's making people tune in, even if they throw negative comments out there. So let me know what you guys think. Again, if this was your first time on the channel and you enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell too if you want to be notified of any future videos. Go ahead and do that if you have not done that yet. And again, like I said, I appreciate you guys. And this might have be a little bit long here. It's 23 minutes now, but yeah. So let me know what you guys think. And again, even for the negative Nancy's, keep watching them videos. I'll see you guys very soon.